What's going on, guys, girls? Rob here with you this afternoon, about 4 o'clock Eastern time. Going to look at the bowl games. Going to tell you which way to go and win some money. Okay, win some money, folks. That's the main thing, is to win money. This first game, I've got Tennessee 8.5 point favorites against Iowa. Over under 36.5 points. This is one right here. I'm checking out the transfer portal as we talk. As I talk to you right now, the transfer portal, it means so much as to who you want to take and who you don't want to take. And anytime you hear Tyler Barron, edge rusher for Tennessee, he's leaving. Okay, when you've got players that are leaving your organization, going somewhere else, it makes a difference. It really does. This situation right here, I really think Tennessee 8.5 point favorites. I think you gotta like them here, just due to the fact that Iowa cannot move the football. Take Tennessee in this ball game minus the 8.5. I like them in this game. 36.5. I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Take Tennessee in this game. Wisconsin against LSU. LSU, they are 8.5 point favorites right now. 8.5 point favorites. And I'm looking, like I say, at the top 25 players that are transferring right now. And I don't see LSU listed. I think everybody at LSU staying put right now. If they are, it makes a difference as A&M, as UCLA, Washington State, Florida, Oklahoma. But I like LSU in this ball game. LSU minus the 8.5. Take them in this game. I like them against Wisconsin. Wisconsin, they'll have their quarterback in Tyler Van Dyke next year. They're not going to have in this bowl game. Take LSU. Maryland at Auburn. Maryland against Auburn in their bowl game. Auburn, a 2.5 point favorite. I like the 50 points. Really, is what I like better than anything in this ball game. I like the over in this game. Take the over. The over 50. Maryland and Auburn. I side with Auburn in this game. I'm not going to take them right here. I like the over 50 points in this game. Oregon State, Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a 6.5 point favorite. Notre Dame 6.5 point favorite. Oregon State loses its quarterback, DJ Ugalele, and Notre Dame has lost a couple of people too in this situation. Let's see, Oregon State. Where's DJ Ugalele? Oregon State Beavers gone. Riley Leonard of Duke is coming to Notre Dame, but he's not there yet. Is the Notre Dame quarterback going to play in this game? I don't know if he will, if he won't. I think he's kind of leaning toward possibly not playing in this game. Safety Achille Arnold, another top 25 player, leaving Oregon State in this ball game. That's got to be big right here. It really does. It's got to be big. 43 points. I like playing the over in this game. You don't take a few of their defensive players away from them. Play the over. 43 in this game. Oregon State Notre Dame not going to take either team over 43 points. Kentucky, Clemson. Kentucky against Clemson. And Clemson, a 5-point favorite in this game. And I don't see anyone saying that Clemson's cornerback safety, Andrew Mabuka, he's not decided where he's going yet, but he's leaving. And let's see, Clemson or Kentucky, either one. No. Wow. I really think Clemson has got a point to prove here. I really do. Down minus 5 points, I take Clemson. Give away the 5 points. Take Clemson in this ball game. They have got to win this ball game for their coach. I think their coach really right now feels like he's on the hot seat. They need to win this bowl game for the ACC and for him. Clemson wins this ball game by more than 5. Next is Arizona, 3-point favorite against Oklahoma. Oklahoma loses its quarterback, Dillon Gabriel. That's a huge loss. That's more than a 3-point loss in my book. I like Arizona in this game. Also, if you don't like picking teams in this game, 62 is the over-under in this game. Go under that total of 62. Without their quarterback, I don't like their chances as much. Under 62 is probably a good bet, but I like the -3. I like taking Arizona this game. If you don't like taking the Arizona side of things, go under 62 points. That's very, that was a good way to go as well. Next, we got NC State and Kansas State. Both of these teams are losing top 25 prospects here. Let's see. And I forgot to mention Maryland was actually losing somebody too when I went with the over. They were losing a linebacker, so over the 50 really, really makes sense there. NC State, Kansas State. Let's see. NC State. Kansas State quarterback Will Howard. Will Howard will not be playing. So one of the Three Stooges, Will Howard, will not be out there for this game. And no NC State players listed right here. Kansas State -3. They still like them without Howard quarterbacking. This is what it's 47 points. I'll go under the total of 47. You're losing the quarterback on one of the teams. Let's go under the total of the points. Rutgers and Miami. Miami is losing Tyler Van Dyke. He's going to Wisconsin. And I want to say Miami's losing somebody else. Miami and Rutgers. Top 25 players is something you cannot afford to lose. Did Miami lose 2 out of the top 25? No, just 1. But it's Tyler Van Dyke. And that's, 41's the over-under here. The kid has played decent for him. Let's go under the 41 total. You go take his quarterback away from him, under 41 points. SMU, Boston College. SMU 11-point favorites in their game against Boston College. 51 is a total. I like Boston College in this game. Take the points. 11 points plus 11, and take Boston College to win this. To win with the points. Oklahoma State. We just told you about how Oklahoma State's losing some players. We were talking about Oregon State. Maybe not Oklahoma State. Let's see. Oregon State was losing some. Let's see if Oklahoma State's losing anybody. They going against Texas A&M. A&M against Oklahoma State. May not be. The portal may not be hitting either one of these teams. Doesn't look like it. That A&M defensive lineman Walter Nolan. So defensive interior lineman. Okay, that's got to really hurt them. I think. I think right here I'll take Oklahoma State. A&M's been through some garbage this year as well. Take the points +2 Oklahoma, +2 for Oklahoma State. Louisville against USC. Louisville a 7.5 point favorite against USC, 57.5. Look, we know USC's defense is terrible. I know they're going to a backup quarterback. I don't care. 57.5 points too low here. They've got too many talented players on the offensive side of the ball. Go over the total, 57.5. West Virginia, 6.5 point favorites against North Carolina. Drake May, I think, is going to play. I think I heard somebody say Drake May will play in the bowl. I'll take Carolina this game, plus the 6.5. UNLV against Kansas. Kansas losing a couple of their players as well. 12.5 point favorites. I like Kansas anyway. Give up the 12.5. Take Kansas. Bowling Green against Minnesota. Minnesota has a running attack like no other. -3.5. Give them up. Take Minnesota. Coastal Carolina against San Jose State. San Jose State, a 10-point favorite. Take Coastal Carolina and the points. Coastal Carolina has some dynamic offensive weapons. Utah, a 7-point favorite against Northwestern. Take Utah, give up a 7. Utah is head and shoulders better than Northwestern. Duke against Troy. Troy is 7.5 point favorite. Duke lost their quarterback. 45 is a total. Go under that total of 45 is the way I would go there. UCF against Georgia Tech. UCF a 5-point favorite. I like UCF in this ball game. South Florida against Syracuse. Syracuse a 3-point favorite. I like South Florida. Take the 3 points in that ball game. Cal against Texas Tech. Texas Tech a 3-point favorite. Take Texas Tech. Give up the 3. Boise State against UCLA. 49 points is the over-under. Go over that total of 49 when you got a Pac-12 team that can put some points on the board over 49 points. Now we're starting to come. We got Toledo against Wyoming. Wyoming, a 3-point favorite in that ball game, 44.5. I like Wyoming in that game. Georgia against Florida State. Georgia, a 14-point favorite. People are saying Georgia has no reason to play in this ball game. They will still show up. Their defense will show up. Take Georgia and give up the 14 points. Missouri against Ohio State. Ohio State's quarterback, he leaves the program. That's a huge loss for them. Let's see. Ohio State. Where is he listed here? But I'm pretty sure he left. Ohio State. Kyle McCord, quarterback, leaves. Missouri, a 2.5 point favorite. Give up a 2.5. I like Missouri in this ball game. Ole Miss against Penn State. Penn State, a 3.5 point favorite. I like Ole Miss in this ball game. Give me the SEC any day of the week. Now let's go to the playoff teams. Texas, a 4-point favorite against Washington. 64 is the over-under in this ball game. I like, wow. Let's come back to that game. We'll come back to that one. Alabama against Michigan. Michigan, a 1.5 favorite. Give me Alabama in this ball game. 45 is a total. I tend to think the total may go a little over 45 in that game, but I like Alabama to make it to the championship game. Let's go back to the other one now. Texas, a 4-point favorite against Washington in this game. and I'm gonna kind of push my eggs into the basket of I like the Texas Longhorns in this ball game. I really do. I think we're going to have a rematch of Texas Alabama earlier in the year. Washington, I think, is good enough to win this game. I think they lose this game, though. I give up the 4 points. I'll take Washington in this ball game. All right, guys. We're going to do another champions. We're going to do another bowl championship prediction or bowl predictions with some people. Some invitations are going out. We're going to see how they feel about it. Okay. Have a great one. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Bye bye. Thank you for this 16 minutes.